ladies and gentlemen. This is Carter's Tech Review. Today we're going to be talking about the Apple M1, M1X, and M1X and M2 chips. Let's get started. The M1 chip release dates were announced on November 10th, 2020, and the release date was November 17th, 2020, which was a very quick announcement to release. They were announced at the One More Thing event. The first three Macs running the M1 chips would be the MacBook Air, the Apple Silicon MacBook Pro, and the Apple Silicon Mac Mini. The Mac Mini is what this video is being recorded on. Since then, Apple has released even more M1 chip devices, such as the iMac 27-inch M1 released in 2021, and the iPad Pro 11-inch 3rd generation, and the iPad Pro 12.9-inch released for the 5th generation. While some tests show that the M1 chip is only a slight improvement from the i5, most tests show that the M1 chip blows the Intel i5 chip away in power. In the multi-core test of the M1 13-inch MacBook Pro, it scored a 7,710, while the most comparable i5 device, the MacBook Pro 2020, only scored a 3,836. This is almost double the performance, which means that the M1 chip is significantly more powerful than its most common competitor. According to Tom'sGuide.com, the M1 chip has released and has been working far better than the Core i9 chip. This suggests that the M1 chip is already proven to be a force to be reckoned with. The M1 chip's incredible power is because of its low latency and high throughput, according to Apple. The Ryzen 4800H chip, though, is more powerful and offers above 10,000 on score tests. But the Ryzen 9 has lost to the M1 chip, showing that the Apple M1 chip is dominating most of its competitors. The M1 chip also uses a fourth of the power of the latest PC chips. The M1 chip's lower power usage is good for the environment, and while computer chips do take a lot of power to produce, this is an improvement for eco-friendliness. Consumers seem excited about the new M1 chip. The 2021 Q1 sales saw that the M1 chip grew 4.9% sequentially and 70% on the year quarterly record, which is a high of 9.1 billion, mainly driven by the growth and popularity of the in-house development of the M1 chip processor. This is good for Apple, as the in-house development allows them to get computer chips for cheaper, making it possible for cheaper Apple products to become available, hopefully. Apple has started selling more M1 chip Macs than Intel-based chip Macs. This shows that consumers are thrilled at the new chips in these new computers. This will hopefully mean for Apple an increase in sales and the possibility for even more ambitious computer chips to be made in the future, showing that consumers are interested in power. Some are even estimated that M1 chip Macs will be at 7% market share. This will be almost unbelievable compared to previous Macs. Apple's investment on in-house chip development is starting to pay off. The increase in Mac sales will likely result in more Mac-exclusive development for software. Some are even speculating if Apple may make the iPhone 13 run on an M1 chip. This would likely make it the most powerful phone ever made. Thank you for listening. This has been a tech review talking about the M1 chip in only 5 minutes. Bye!